Rangiroa, my friends! Woo! It's the first morning of passage, and we got dolphins, everybody. Woo! Fish on! Oh, we got a tuna! About 10 minutes ago, I was in the sketchiest situation sailing that I've ever been in.
If all progress teaches us anything, it is that man, in his quest for knowledge and progress, is determined and cannot be deterred. And now, a mysterious force is loose somewhere upon the sea. And the mysteries of creation are there. And the moon and the planets are there. And new hopes for peace and enlightenment are there. So we ask God's blessing on the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked. And therefore, we set sail.
Oh, big stretch. Okay, good morning, everybody. So, I have been in this anchorage for almost a month now. No, for over a month. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks now. I'm going to be picking up anchor tomorrow and leaving the Marquesas. I'm going to be sailing to Rangiroa, which is one of the largest atolls in the world, and it's like 500 or 600 miles away. So I'm expecting to be at sea for close to a week. The boat is messy. The boat's messy. I am really excited for this passage because my buddy Daniel is going to be joining me for this. He really wants to learn how to sail, and he wants to become a cruiser, and it's his dream to sail around the Marquesas. I'm gonna sail with him to Rangiroa to teach him how to sail, and to have some company for the trip, because we really get along, you know. I don't really have any food on the boat. I mean, I have like unlimited pasta and some canned fruits and veggies, but I don't really have any other food on the boat, so I'm gonna be buying a lot of food today. And then cleaning up and making sure that everything is good. Yeah, I don't really spend any time here when I'm actually on anchor, and so it gets super messy really quickly. I spend like an hour a week cleaning and doing maintenance and stuff when I'm on anchor. When I'm on passage, then I keep the boat really clean because I'm living in it, but here I don't really spend any time. Yeah, please don't judge me. Okay. I have a big trash bag that I'm putting all of my laundry in. This is pretty nasty. Hello YouTube. So we got a bunch of like great stuff. Daniel's totally loading us up. We have some banana from his place. This huge sack is filled with pamplemousse, which is like a giant grapefruit, but it's a little bit sweeter than the red, like ruby grapefruit we have in the States. And then because Daniel, in addition to doing amazing tattoo, he also runs a laundry. He took all my clothes and sheets and washed it twice to make the smells a little bit easier for him, I think. That's everything you need?
I have my clothes and my tattoo tools.
Good. So you're gonna tattoo me out in the middle of the oceans?
It's up to you, man.
Yeah.
I can. I think it's a bit heavy.
Let's go! All right, we've got Daniel from the dock. We're saying goodbye to his mother, and I have one stop before we get to Songbird. I owe my neighbors their Tupperware back, and then we get to Songbird, we clean it up, make it ship shape, ready to go, and then we push off. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Woohoo! Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nuku Hiva.
Goodbye, Marquesas.
Marquesas.
Okay, the major first task now that the boat is clean is to service the outboard. This outboard was underwater a few days ago, and so there's a couple different things you need to do to an outboard after it sinks. I initially took it all apart and changed the oil on it, and I've been using it for the past couple days because it needs to get hot, it needs to get some use, and now that, I mean, we're ready to go, this is a great opportunity to take it apart again. Daniel has never taken apart outboard engine before, so I've been waiting to do this while he's on the boat, because as a sailor
knowing how to take apart and service a gasoline engine is a pretty useful skill. Saves you many hundreds of dollars at the shop. So I got out my tools. Daniel is shocked by how beautiful my tools are because my life is pretty disorganized, but having organized tools is it makes literally every single job so much easier. This is the only engine I have on board, so actually servicing it before I push off, especially headed to an atoll where there could be a lot of current in the pass to get through, this is the only engine we have, and so it could keep us off the reef because, I mean, when we actually get to Rangiroa, we'll have to go into a pass, and that pass can sometimes have like 12 knots of current in it. Going into the passes in atolls, it can be really, really sketchy because some of them are only like 3 meters wide, like some of these passes, and so you can't really sail them, and I mean you can't really sail them. Like, I would try, but I'm crazy. Like, I mean, this is kind of a backup plan. The number one plan is hopefully we can get a tow from somebody. Daniel has some family in Rangiroa that are they fishermen? They are fishermen.
Everybody.
Everyone's a fisherman in Rangiroa.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it would be really cool to get a tow by locals who know where the coral is, because even in a clear path, like in a clear pass, there can still be things called bommies, which are coral patches that develop, and you can lose your boat on them. I mean, you can hit them pretty clearly. All right, it is 4 o'clock. We've spent pretty much the whole day working on Songbird. She's nice and organized now. We have so much fruit, we don't really know what to do with it. This huge bag of pamplemousse will be here. We got the water jugs lined up. I'm using my bunk right now just as like a storage bunk, and maybe I'll sleep over here. I don't know, that's a later problem. The deck is looking nice and tidy, and so we're gonna raise sail and get out of here. We have really good wind, so we don't even have to motor out of the anchorage. Like, I put my engine there because we'll just be able to sail out of this anchorage, which I am really excited to do. So without further ado, here we go. C'est bon? Can you guys see okay? All right, here we go. Oh man, there's so much mud on the anchor. It's crazy heavy. Good. Put it in there, tighten it up. All right, I'm gonna go get the boat underway. Woo, let's open the sails. Goodbye, my friends. Woo. Bye. I'll miss you. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. They're so sweet. They're blowing off their emergency alarm to say farewell. Oh, guys, I'm gonna miss you. Oh. And just like that, we're underway. Well, next time we drop the hook will be in maybe a week. Maybe sooner if we're lucky. We are running wing on wing. Everything's going beautiful. Daniel's being an absolute boss on the tiller.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, baby. And
Good master.
we say goodbye to the Marquesas Islands.
Goodbye, Nuku Hiva.
Goodbye, Nuku Hiva.
Goodbye, Henua Enana.
Yeah, so we have the spinnaker pole out right now, which is helping keeping this sail open as much as possible. But I don't know, it's time to go to bed. I'm exhausted because we got a lot of boat work done today. And I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everybody. Hello, it is about 12:30 and it's been incredibly smooth so far. We have the sails still wing on wing. We have been making great progress. This is the main number that's important.
546 miles to go. Daniel's doing great holding up with the swell and the seas. As soon as like evening fell, he was like, I am exhausted, I'm going to bed, which is exactly what I was expecting, because the first symptom of seasickness is fatigue. So most people that I go sailing with, the first 12 hours, they are like exhausted. There ain't nobody out here. It feels good to be back on the ocean again. It's the first morning of passage, and we got dolphins, everybody. Oh, we got a whole family. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's a party.
Everybody here.
Oh, hi, guys. Yeah, here they are. They're right up here. How do you say dolphin in Marquesian?
It's not dolphin, it's all the
All of the whales.
all of the whales.
What's the word for all the whales?
Pao.
Pa'aoa? Pa'aoa.
Pao.
Pa'aoa. Amazing.
Welcome to my vlog. So I am in a sailing songbird boat with my friends Luke.
Life is good, everybody.
Lucky Luke. It's a French comics, very famous. It's about a cowboy, but it's kind of cowboy from ocean. And we are in the first morning. We got a good visit this morning by dolphins. It's different than getting wake up by a Jehovah's Witness on the land, you know? Joking, I'm just joking. Look at, how can be happy, more happy than that? Impossible. I remember a story when my grandfather and grandmother, mother side, Marquesian side, they go fishing with the boat that my grandfather built himself, but they have an accident on the boat sink. Oh. And my grandmother say that the dolphin bring them back to the boat, to the land.
To land. Touché terre. Were you close with your grandmother?
Sorry?
Were you close with your grandmother?
Yes, they gone now.
Sure.
But yes, I grew up close to my grandparents' house.
Cool. Daniel told me a lot about his grandparents. His grandfather in particular was an amazing man. He was a carver, fisherman, hunter, builder, farmer, and warrior. His grandmother tended to the home, which was no easy task as they had 13 children, which caused Daniel to become one of 42 cousins. She was also a tukahaika, a traditional healer. On the Marquesas Islands, the record stands at 24 children between one married couple on the island of Uahuka. For a time, his grandfather worked in Mururoa, where the French were testing atomic bombs. Due to his time spent in proximity to the bombs, he eventually developed cancer and died. This was particularly striking for me because my grandfather was in the US military and was dispatched to the same region to monitor and measure French nuclear tests. He's still alive today due to his safer proximity from the nuclear tests. It's hard to reconcile this. We are at the end of the first full day of sailing, going into the second night of sailing. And what did we do today?
So dolphins.
Yeah, we saw dolphins in the morning, which was the best part of the day for sure.
Yes.
And
dolphins.
then midday, we kind of just slept the whole time.
Yes.
We were just asleep for most of the midday. The bananas are... Okay, I got a lot of flack for having bananas on the boat. Listen, everybody, listen. The only bit of science as to why bananas shouldn't be on the boat is because apparently they release a gas that causes other fruit to ripen quicker. Out here, hanging up, they cannot affect any other fruit. If they have bugs, they're gonna just fall into the ocean. This is a good place for bananas. I take superstition, as a sailor, I take superstition seriously, but having fresh fruit is one notch above superstition. One of the other like superstitions that I follow is I have a couple coins. So we should get a coin underneath the mast for you. The old Roman sailors, they would put a coin underneath the mast, and in case they die, that coin pays their ferry to the underworld. And every single sailor or every single person that I take on board, I have them put, like, if they're like not American, like I have them put a coin of their national currency underneath my mast.
I have a lot of money. You
Yeah.
can put a lot.
I mean,
So in first class
So-
when I die.
and so then if
Credit card I put.
you have chips,
So
you
David
have
Jones gonna get me.
refreshments on your way to the underworld. My coin that I placed is, this boat was built in 1976, and so I have a quarter from 1970 that was made in 1976, and that was an expensive quarter because it was the 200-year anniversary of America, because
Wow.
we declared independence in 1776. So in 1976, those quarters are expensive. I bought money, and
You buy money.
I bought money, and it was $5.
expensive than
It was
the-
$5 for a quarter. All right, everybody. Good night. We're headed into night 2.
Good night.
Life is good. Good night.